Welcome back to Little Mountain Academy. I think this is our fourth video. The question I'm getting a lot lately that I'm seeing a lot online is, what about socialization? That's a huge issue for non-homeschoolers, it seems. It seems like homeschoolers really already know that socialization really is not an issue. Now, mind you, it differs from family to family, and I find that my family's more in the middle. I've met homeschoolers that don't like to leave their house more than 2 to 3 times a week. I met homeschoolers that do not stay home any day of the week. And like I said, we're in the middle. We're out and about probably 4 days a week. Now, Kyle, my 7-year-old, he gets actually a lot of socialization. I'm playing with a glove. He goes to karate, and he goes to karate, and
I go snowboarding.
Yeah, we'll get there. He goes to karate usually 3 to 4 times a week, depending on the week, but usually not less than twice. He has friends there. He goes to church, and he goes to Sunday school. He has friends at church, and we do play dates there. We also go snowboarding, and we know some kids from our old co-op that go to the same mountain we do, and me and their mom try to coordinate days where we can meet there. I'm like 20 minutes from the mountain, and she's like an hour from the mountain, so it's kind of hard for her. Hold on. We also are going to start swimming this school year, and that's twice a month. Now, a lot of homeschoolers are members of co-ops, and a lot aren't. We were, when we moved to Pennsylvania, one of the biggest things was joining a co-op, and we were part of a co-op called Fireside Academy, and it was great. They had almost 200 kids. They had 85 families. It was kind of run like a school day. It was a very structured co-op, and it ran from 9 to 4, and it was great. Kyle went there for kindergarten, and we were there from like 10 to 2, so he did like 2 classes in the morning. We had lunch and recess, and we had a class in the afternoon, and it was great. But then COVID shut it down, and it's not reopening, which is really a shame, because that's where a lot of homeschoolers get their socialization from.
And I love that place.
Yeah, you loved Fireside.
I'm really sad that it closed.
Yeah, he's really sad that it closed. So I'm going to rewind a little bit to what happened when I first moved here. So when I lived in New Jersey, Kyle had been in a play group for little kids. It was named a co-op, but it really wasn't a co-op. It was more of a play group, and he was in that play group from the time he turned 3 until the time that we moved. So three years in that play group. And when I moved out to Pennsylvania, I couldn't find anything for little guys. I found a ton of stuff for older kids, but none of the stuff for younger kids. So what I did was I made my own group. I made a Facebook group, and I invited people I knew I knew very few people up here, but I invited the people that I did know. I invited people that I met, and over the course of 2 years, I went from starting it August of 2019, and now at August of 2021, we have over 50 families. Now, over those 50 families, I'd say about 10 families come consistently, but typically everybody has 2 to 3 kids, so you're talking about 20, 30 kids that come consistently. And it's just a play group. I do have like a group of, I would say, no more than 10 parents that come every week. We meet up once a week for a play date, and then also other days of the week people plan events. We've been to a butterfly sanctuary. We've gone to the river to do river play. We've gone to different playgrounds in the area. I'm trying to plan a trip to the zoo. So that is a huge source of socialization for Kyle. And my little guy, because most of the kids are 10 and under, and most of the school age kids have little siblings. So so we do that. Like, we see our friends a minimum, I would say 2-3 times a week, minimum, at least over the summer. And then what I did for this year was, because we were part of a co-op and we do kind of like that structured learning, and we have these friends that we see consistently in the spring, summer, and fall. We were missing this big gap in the winter. So, and Kyle really wanted to go back to Fireside, and he wanted to take a gym class, and he wanted to take a Lego Around the World class. So, but now, like I said, Fireside is shut. So what I did was
You made
I talked to my core group of my play group, and
for
I said,
gym and swim.
yeah. So I talked to the core moms, and I said, hey, what are you guys thinking about doing like a mini kind of co-op? Because we're all in the same wavelength, we're all in the same headspace, we all get along, the kids get along. It's a really good group. And some of the moms had expressed like not being able to see each other over the winter, and one of the places that we do get together over the winter shut down. So that's a real shame too. So what we did was I knew that Kyle was upset about not getting a gym class, and he really wanted to participate in a gym class. So I pitched the idea to my group members, like, hey, what if we try to get together over the course of the winter and do like a gym and swim class, like twice a month. And everybody really liked the idea. So what I did was I pitched the idea to the local YMCA, and now the YMCA has kind of taken it and run with it. So now the YMCA has a homeschool physical education class, which it's twice a month on Wednesdays, and it's 2 hours. So for the first 30 minutes they get, please don't do that, you're gonna make me dizzy. For the first 30 minutes they get a structured gym class from a gym teacher that the YMCA is providing, and then they get a 30-minute free play, and then they go to the pool and they get a 30-minute swimming lesson followed by 30 minutes of free swim. So for that, so my play group is going to be able to meet through the entire school year together, and the kids are not going to miss a beat with winter, seeing each other and stuff like that. So I guess my point is, when it comes to socialization does not have to happen in a classroom in that structured environment. I remember being told as a student, like, we're not here to socialize, we're here to learn, and getting yelled at for talking. And, when you really think about it, the only time that they have unstructured play at school is typically during recess. And the recess is 30 minutes once a day, 5 times a week. So that's 2.5 hours of free play with your kids. So my kids get that in one afternoon. We know, because we do playground meetups and different things, so everybody can see their friends and hang out with their friends. And put you down, not up here though, I gotta put you down. But there's different methods of socialization. We're lucky, we live on a private road, and there's lots of kids on my road, and the kids get together and they play all weekend long typically. They're usually jumping houses, and it works well for my family. But if you're worried about socialization, if there's nothing in your area that your kids can participate in, you can always form something. I just thought that this was a need, and this was a want for my son and a need in my community, especially since our co-ops were shut down because of COVID, and they're not reopening. So at least, at minimum, we have structured learning time and free play time and consistency. Can you turn a little bit? Thank you. Consistency seeing our friends. So If you guys have any questions, comments, feedback, anything like that, leave them in the comments, and we will talk to you soon.
Click that subscribe button, click that notifications, and click that thumbs up button, and make it turn blue. We'll see you on the next video.